Because I have to have Chrome and Firefox. I have one of them is for you guys, and then one of them is for me. Let's see. Oh, I guess it might be better if I use...
Stream spec.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still sitting at 97 CPU, so... Alright, I'll have to figure it out.
I too like to live dangerously.
Alright, well... Alright, stream is back. Sorry everyone had a Streamlabs issue. Seemed to crash. Okay. So just so you basically guys enter this area that is very... looks like a bowl, caldera-like. The path kind of goes up, and on your left and right you just kind of see mountains kind of surrounding this area. And you see... in the middle, the road kind of leads up and it kind of curves around this singular peak sitting in this area. And around you see kind of like some trees and bushes, kind of what you're used to seeing. But you also see what looks like a destroyed piece of something, just bits of debris scattered about on the ground up ahead of you guys on the left.
Quick question.
Yes.
On the actual map, would you consider us being like around in here?
I'm sorry, let me open it up. Yeah.
On the actual map,
Yep.
like, in here.
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, that's where you are. Yeah, because Silverridge is in there. So.
Fair enough.
Alright. What would you guys like to do?
Are we stopping for the night?
No, you're not stopping for the night. You just want to continue forward?
Yeah. If Matthias and Joseph want to continue forward, I'll still keep my my eyes peeled to the road, just like trying to look out, make sure like the coast is clear or whatever.
Okay.
You know, perceive my surroundings.
Okay. I mean, Matthias, as you get closer, he kind of like takes a peek at the debris and is like, well, that does not look good. This is certainly not a good sign. I would.
What is it?
Are you asking me or are you asking Matthias?
Matthias. Yeah.
He says, well, it just looks like some sort of destroyed wagon or some wooden structure. I'm not sure exactly. I would imagine a wagon out in this area.
Do you think it's possible that the boulders that were thrown at us earlier, maybe another traveler had the misfortune of not making it through?
He says, well, that was way back there and I don't see any giants in this area. I suppose it could be possible, but I don't see any around here, and I don't see any boulders unless they would have picked them up after throwing them.
A responsible giant.
Can I look around if I see anything in the area that looks out of place besides this broken down cart or structure or whatever it is?
Sure, where are you looking? Are you looking like in the air? Are you looking at the ground? Are you looking the area around you?
I want to perceive the area around me, see if I just anything suspicious. I want to say maybe towards so if we're going through, would you say that this debris is to our left or to our right?
To your left.
Can I like take a look to the left, maybe like scoping the horizon and maybe up atop?
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Shit. All right, that'll be 18.
Okay. See, often that to your left, you're not seeing anything out of the ordinary. You're seeing just the peaks and the crags off to your left. Just some bushes, dead tree, or not dead, but not much bloom in the area. Nothing out of the ordinary off to your left.
And what about in the sky?
You can roll another perception check if you'd like to look in the sky.
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Okay.
Oof, not as
See
good.
a twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Only 15 up
15.
towards the sky.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything in the sky right now. Again, nothing seems out of the ordinary. The sun is, like I said, getting lower in the sky. Clouds are moving along. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
All right, I'll just let them know that so far I don't see anything suspicious. I'll relay that to everybody around me. Make sure it gets to the back to the second wagon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm imagining I'm playing like telephone with the second wagon since I'm sitting in the back.
Just sending those messages back. Pew pew pew.
Either that or just like talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yelling
too.
back at
It's
them.
more fun to use the message spell though.
I just,
There you go. Okay. All right. Are you guys just continuing forward?
sure. Yeah, if they want to continue forward, we are their
All right.
protection. So
Yeah. I mean, Matthias just said, keep an eye out and prepare for anything out of the ordinary. So you guys continue on the path, moving forward, moving toward that bigger mountain in the middle, that the path seems to kind of curve around, and then, shoot off behind it through this kind of bowl-like caldera area. 1 second. At this point, you guys all kind of hear a noise in the air around you. Kind of this getting closer, as you guys look up at the last moment and see this large creature with scales and just kind of this mouth open, flying towards you, its legs outstretched, as it comes flying toward you guys.
A dragon.
Everyone roll initiative.
oh my god.
3 5. Oh wow. All right.
And
Hey.
you guys have roll 20 open.
Hey, we got a map.
Oh what?
It's a map. It's a map.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
I feel like I'm playing tower defense.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second to put that away.
See if you could fit it. You'd want to put one right here for efficiency.
Or like on top of this thing.
Put what?
Tower here,
tower.
probably a tower here, maybe a tower here.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys are just going along as you somehow miss this creature that was flying towards you guys. It's going to get an attack first on you guys as it caught you by surprise. So it's going to come swooping in. And first attack is going to be a bite at Steel Scar at a 23.
Ouch. That hits.
Okay, you're going to take 11 points of piercing damage
Oof. Not cool.
as it
Not cool, bro.
latches its mouth onto you, and as it also goes back, you see as its tail comes swinging down and is going to try and hit you as well.
Oh no.
That was not very good. Rolled a 11.
That does not hit.
All right, you're able to pull out your sword and deflect the tail as you see like this barbed point on the end of the tail as it tries to hit you, but you're able to deflect it as the creature goes flying off in this direction and starts to make its way back. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh.
Alright. So we rolled earlier. Can we keep that number?
Nope.
Yeah,
roll
because you
again.
said.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
said
yeah,
roll.
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought
you,
you
Yeah,
were
because
you
I
said
got a
roll.
20 and I really want to keep
I thought
that
you were talking
number.
about previously.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do 25 to 20.
20.
Okay. 20 to 15.
16.
19. Pretty good rolls this time.
Leslie,
Yeah.
what'd you get?
16.
All right, and then the creature got 59, and then I'm gonna say Matthias and Yosef go at the same time. Just keep things simple. All right, Elamir, you up first. As the creature, you saw it bite Steel Scar, attempt to hit him with its tail as it starts to move beyond. I will say that at this point the wagons are going to continue to move forward, bringing you all with it. Do you guys have control over your people or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet.
Yes, I
so.
do.
All right.
Yeah.
The wagons continue to move forward. Elamir, what would you like to do?
Is that position of the flying thing accurate?
Yep. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
just made a pass and it's making a turn back, but it's not its turn yet.
Okay, cool. Shoot an arrow.
All right.
And that first one's only an 11.
That is going to miss.
Okay, second arrow. And that is a crit.
All right.
Dang.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Getting lucky today. All right, so we said
So it's weapon
Roll.
damage times 2 and then add whatever else you need to add after it.
okay. So then that's 20 for the damage. And then 6 for planar warrior, so 26.
Hold on, I just want to make sure that you're not supposed to be doubling that. Because don't you double sneak attack as a rogue?
Yeah, you do.
I just want to make sure he's not supposed to be doubling that.
But
Do you
as a
do the
rogue,
bonus
it's
actions?
part of it's part of
part
his
of the attack, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. What was the damage? Sorry.
26.
26. Okay. That was total.
Yes.
Okay. So you shoot as it hits the creature and lets out a as it continues to fly and make its way back. So is Elamir's turn. Seal Scar, you are up.
All right. How far is it? Is it like up in the sky already?
Yeah, it's up in the sky, so whatever the distance is, I forgot how you measured it there. But I'd say it's probably about 40 feet because it's beyond you and up in the sky, kind of making its way
Alright.
up and kind of arcing and coming back.
All right. So I want to kind of position. We're still inside the wagons, right?
Yep, you were still in the wagon as they were moving forward.
All right. I want to step away. I want to kind of step off the wagon, kind of over here. No, wait.
Do you want to jump off the wagon?
Oh no.
Man, no, man, no, man, no. I'm gonna position myself. Actually, I'm gonna stay there and I'm gonna hold my action. And if it comes down like towards me again, I'm gonna hit it.
Okay. All right.
And I'm just gonna tell. I'm gonna tell Matthias to just like step on it.
Okay. I see you're basically waiting. If it comes back, you're gonna attack it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you staying right there, or are you moving anywhere in the wagon?
I'm gonna stay right there where
Okay.
I'm at on the wagon.
All right. Next up is Levy.
All right, I'm going to cast Bane on it.
Okay.
So it's a charisma save.
How charismatic is the flying?
It's gonna be an 11.
Okay, so that fails. So now it just has to subtract a d4 from whatever
Attack.
roll. Yeah,
Okay.
any roll or save from now on.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, I guess I'll inspire Elamir, because I think Elamir needs a little bit of inspiration to boost this up, because he can actually hit the thing.
Okay. All right. So you guys, that was your turn, Levy. You watch as the creature moves out this direction, coming right back toward the same target, toward Steel Scar. So Steel Scar, I believe you had an action you were wanting to make as it comes
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. I wanted to attack it. So, if I attack it, I can attack it twice, right? Because my action is 2 attacks.
Yes, you held your action.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So then once. That's a natural 1.
Okay.
Jail. All right. Next second attack. Okay. 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Awesome. 2d6. Okay, I can reroll. I got double ones, but I can reroll those. Ooh, much better. 11. 15 damage.
15. Okay. Let's do my math. All right. All right. So the creature, as it comes flying in, is going to attack you with its claws and stingers. So the first attack is going to be the stinger.
All right.
It's going to be
-4.
Oh, you're right. All right. So it's a 23, but then.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna hit
21.
no matter. It still
Alright.
is.
So the stinger's going to hit you. It's going to do 11 piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yay. Con. 19 plus 5, 24.
24. All right, you're going to take
Yeah.
12 poison damage as the stinger pierces your armor, and you just feel this pulse of burning poison into your body, but you just seem to kind of shrug off some of it as it goes. Oh wait, that was just the stinger. It's going to make another attack with its claws.
Oh no.
17, and then
I'm gonna use cutting words
-4.
too.
Minus a D4.
So it's 17
Yeah.
minus 4, so it's going to be a 13
Oh,
to hit.
no.
That misses.
Oh.
All right, so it comes in and tries to claw you with its claws, but it misses as it goes out for its arc, making its way this direction as well. All right, so we're going back to Matthias and Yosef, who will continue to drive the carts forward. I think I can actually grab all of you. I should do that also. Actually, I'll just say they get here. Keep
All right,
this
so I'll
simple.
just move it there.
Yeah, just move it there. And I'll move this one right here. Bam, there we go. All right. And next up is Elamir.
All right. So I'll do what I do best, and that's shoot arrows. First one is a 25.
That is a hit.
Okay. And 7. And then Planar Warrior adds 5 more.
So
12.
12 damage. All right. Okay. So you hit the creature with your first attack. And make your second attack.
I'll roll again. Yep. And that one is a 15.
That is a hit.
And 7 more damage.
Okay. Lets out some shrieks and as you hit it. Next up is Steel Scar.
Oof, that's far away. Okay, so as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my my second wind.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong die. So okay, I heal myself 14, and I will.
What are you doing?
And as an action, I'm gonna put my hand to my chest and do healing hands to give myself 5 more HP.
Okay.
And that'll be it for my turn.
All right. Next up is Levy.
Cool. Am I within like 60 feet of it?
I think. What was the little thing you did? I don't know how to do that little. How do you do the measurement?
You just click the ruler thing, and then you can go like that ish.
Ah,
So.
yeah. Say you're in 60 feet of it.
Okay. Then I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it. It's a Wisdom save. And it also still needs to take -4 from the Bane.
Okay.
Nice. Playing mind games.
So it rolled a 18 minus 3, so what is that? 15.
All right, so I have 15 as my save DC.
I believe it succeeds.
Okay, so you still take half as much damage,
Okay.
which casting it is 5d6, so half of that. I'll just roll a 5 and half it. 6, 11, 12, 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Yep.
I see you guys watch.
And then I'll inspire Steel Scar. This one
Okay.
too.
All right. It's the monster's turn. As it wheels around, this time lined up perfectly with Elamir. As it comes swooping in for an attack.
No.
It is going to first attack with its stinger, then its claws. Oop, going to be a 16 to hit.
I have 16.
Meets it, beats it.
No.
So it's going to hit. So it's going to be 11 piercing damage, and then you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, hang on. Constitution saving throw. 15.
15, that is a success. So you're going to take 12 points of poison damage as the stinger stabs you, and you feel the poison rush into your body, but burns, but you're able to resist it as best you can. And it's going to attack you with its claws. And that's going to be a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, so it goes by, hits you with the stinger, tries to get you with the claws, but misses. Oh, actually,
Are poison and acid different things?
yes.
Okay, just checking.
What's your AC?
16.
Okay, so it actually would have missed the stinger attack because of the bane. I forgot about it.
Okay, so
you actually took. Let me see. Yeah, it would have. So you didn't take any damage. It missed both attacks.
okay,
So
well,
there's that.
Bane!
Nice. All right, so it. So yeah, retconning that. So it flies off in this direction, missing
I'm a
its
very
attack,
agile man.
and preparing for another turn. All right, at this point, the wagons are going to continue. But actually, they ain't grapple you guys. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah.
Through the rock.
Through the rock. Alright, so you got there.
Going off road.
Elamir's right there. Alright. We are back at Elamir.
All right, I will keep pew-pewing.
Okay, go ahead.
So first roll is 16.
That is a hit.
Okay. And that is 10 damage plus bonus, 16 damage.
Okay. Okay.
And then second hit, 18.
To hit.
Yep.
That's a hit.
And then that is 7 more damage.
Okay. It just lets out more shrieks as it is getting just pelted by these arrows. Next up
Yeah, he's
is
a pincushion.
Steel Scar.
All right. Would that 30 feet be accurate, or is it? Are you not calculating the
What are you
in?
What are you trying to do? Yeah, that's not calculating his air.
All right. No, so. All right. Steel Scar feels is feeling a little desperate, not being able to do much. So he shouts at everybody, and he's just like, "Whatever you see, do not judge me for anything." And you start seeing Steel Scar glow, and his eyes go white, and all of a sudden you see 2 wings bust out of him, and I take off into the sky after that creature.
All right.
and I'll do my full 30 feet of movement towards it.
Okay.
So
Is that an action to use that thing, or?
it's an action to use it.
Okay, so you're just up on it at this point.
Yeah, so I'm just moving up towards it. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know how far away from it I am, because that's.
I'd
30
say you
feet
could
right there.
probably, because you're having to fly toward it.
I'm flying I'm not going like this and then up. I'm going
Yeah,
straight
you're like
up
going
at it.
diagonal toward it, right?
There's a
Yes.
geometry problem in
Yeah,
here
I
somewhere.
know. I'd say you'd probably get here. What's the freaking? If it's 30 feet, so it's 30 feet here, and I'd say it's probably about 30 feet up. What's that math? A squared plus B squared is C squared.
What if we
We can
just
make
go?
some
It's
rough
half.
estimates.
What about we just go? It's halfway there. Make it easier for
that's
you.
fine. Man. Okay, so you're halfway there. All right.
All right.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Seeing basically as he sees that it's just pelting into the carts and everybody, and of course our job is to make sure that we get our full pay. So
Mhm.
he takes off into the sky.
All right, Levy, you're up.
Awesome. I'm gonna cast another Dissonant Whispers at him.
Okay.
So another Wisdom save.
Not very good.
And then -4.
Yeah, so it's like a 3.
Okay. So on a failed save, you're going to be taking 46 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from us.
I'm just
Okay.
making sure because I think this is the one that screwed us over last time. A deafened creature automatically succeeds. I am assuming this thing is not deafened. No. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So sorry. Go ahead and roll damage and then roll.
A lot of 2s. 2, 4, 6, 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. And then it has to move away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's that. It's usually moves its reaction if it moves far as from you. Okay. So then it is going to use its reaction to. You just see as it turns and goes this direction and starts. What's its speed?
I didn't expect that to actually work.
Me either, but hey, you did it. Wow,
All
it can
right,
move a
so it
lot.
gets over here. It flies quite a ways away. So next up then is Matthias and Yosef, who will continue moving the cart. Actually, Steel Scar, you will stay there at this point.
I will
Say
say
they
that
make it to here. And so we're back at the top of the Elamir.
Okay. So I think I'm still well in range. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot an arrow,
Okay.
and that one's 22.
That is, how far away is it?
Like 90. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll say you're in range. I think it would have had to go off the map if it flew all the way away, but you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and shoot.
Oh, okay.
You said you're 22?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay, so the damage is 9. And then the bonus action I want to use this turn is actually Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
So the target of the attack. Sorry. This spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
And then a creature takes 1d10 piercing damage as they move through it. Wait, hang on, let me read that.
Might work if it's in the air.
Yeah, sorry, it's 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half that on a successful.
Oh, hold on. Next time you hit... No, so this only deals damage using Hail of Thorns.
Yeah.
Oh, the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must make dex save. Okay. Okay, so you're supposed to use that before your thing, but that's fine. So you were gonna use
Oh,
that.
okay.
So you hit it. Alright, so it needs to make a dex save. What is your spell save DC?
Spell save DC. Anybody know where that is on Roll20?
It's
It would
under
be
your
8 plus
action.
wisdom plus proficiency bonus.
It's under actions, you said?
It should be, or it's on. If you have a spell tab, it'd be at your spell tab at the very top.
13.
13. Alright, it fails. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, 1d10. Wait, what is a 0 on a 1d10? Does that mean 10?
10.
Hey, okay.
Alright.
I thought I got a
Damn
0.
you!
How do you want to do this?
Hey, died to the thorn. So I picture it just kind of gets strangled and it just kind of drops from the sky as it's flying away.
Okay.
I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work.
You guys watch is just this sprout of, as the creature in the distance get hit with this arrow that just went flying through the air, it hits, and you just kind of see this small eruption of thorns that kind of like tangle the creature up as it just lets out this, as it just goes careening down into the mountain and just crashes in a bloody mess. It is dead.
All right.
Nice.
We killed a dragon.
Was that a dragon? I don't know. I don't actually know anything about
You
D&D.
can roll a nature check, see if you know what it was.
I will, because I'm an idiot.
Go and roll
I got a
nature check.
19.
19.
Yeah.
That's based on the stinger and the just overall appearance. That was a wyvern.
Okay.
Nice job.
Is there anything valuable to harvest from it?
Well, with the 19 to nature check, you know that their stingers do have poison, and that's what you felt or I guess you didn't because you didn't get hit, but what Steel Scars felt the pain of earlier. It's quite potent, but you have to harvest it correctly if you want to get it. But as you guys are going, Yosef kind of calls you guys to a halt for a second. And he's like, he looks over, he kind of stands up, he's like, I know this might sound crazy, guys, but I bet you there's some good stuff up on that mountain.
Okay.
It just passed.
That one, he's like, it looked like that's where it came from. Creatures like that, I bet like to keep some valuable stuff.
Let's go.
And Matthias is kind of like, Yosef, you fool. We barely just made it alive. Do you really want to climb up a mountain to see what's up there? He's like, you can tell there's like some history. He's like, Matthias? He's like, don't. He's like, I don't get many opportunities to thieve anymore, and I want to see if I can find some up on that mountain.
I wouldn't hear this conversation as I'm just making my way
You're
back.
flying. You're making your way back.
So I land in the back of the car, and then I just like put them away, and
Turn
I
your
take
wings
my
off.
spot again.
Like nothing.
Yeah, and I just, yeah. I mean, I can turn them off as a bonus action. So I just like, I just sit down and I don't say nothing. I don't look at nobody. I just keep to myself at that moment.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Steel Scar, how'd that fly spell work that I pat through on you?
I don't say nothing. I just stay quiet and I stay focused.
Okay. But after bickering back and forth for a second, you see it. Matthias finally kind of gives in. He's like, "Fine, Yosef, but if we get in any more trouble, this will be on your head." He's like, "I know, old man." As he hops off the wagon and starts making his way toward the mountain.
I will also hop off and escort him that way.
Okay.
Yep,
Would it
sounds
be
good.
acceptable for me to try to get this stinger business?
If you want, it's quite a ways away, but you could certainly make your way over there and try if you'd like. It's up to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to.
We will handle that first. So Elamir, you make your way over to the body of the creature. You make your way over there at a brisk jog. You get over there, you can see its body is just a mess. Like it crashed into the mountain, bones sticking out. Like it just, it hit pretty hard. So
Yeah.
would you have a poisoner's kit on you? probably not.
I don't.
Okay, then what I would say is go ahead and roll a nature check,
Okay.
and then based on that, I'll have you roll another check.
Is my inspiration still here?
I'd say it's not been 10 minutes yet. Yeah.
Okay. Definitely gonna need that. 15
15. Okay.
for the nature check,
Yeah,
and
so
the moments.
so you get up on the body and you take a look and you find the stinger, and you know what you know about wyverns is the stinger obviously is very dangerous, so you do your best to harvest it but not hurt yourself in the process. So go ahead and roll a dexterity check. Also, you have to have something to put the poison in. Do you have anything you could put it in, like a empty health potion that you may have used or something like that?
I'm trying to think if I use the health potion.
We all used the health potion at one
You've
point
used
in
it
the
at one
sewers.
I mean, I have one that I could dump out.
The waste.
Water skin.
I'll say for this, you would have had some sort of vial or something that you could pour it in. It may not transport it in the best way, but you do have a way to at least collect it. So go ahead and roll a dex check,
Okay.
just a straight dexterity check, to see if you're able to get this thing off without hurting yourself
20.
or anything. 20?
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to fill 2 vials with the wyvern poison.
Nice.
Actually, yeah, I will say two small vials is where you're able to fill it with. So yeah. All right. So while you're off doing that, you guys make your way to this mountain. Go ahead and you guys are kind
This
of looking
mountain,
around.
right?
Sorry, I just moved away.
This one?
Yep, that one. Yep.
Alright.
So go ahead and roll a. All right, so you make your way to the mountain. And you can see as Joseph is kind of like looking around. It's like there's got to be a way up here. So go ahead and roll a survival check. So you guys can find a way up.
Survival. Hey. Oh, that rolled off. 19.
19. Okay.
17.
17. Joseph doesn't seem to be having much luck looking around, but Levy and Steel Scar, you guys are able to find a small path that leads up this kind of mountain. It's pretty
And
steep. There's a lot of stuff
I
in the
just
way,
tell
but
Yosef.
you can make your way up.
I tell Yosef. Yosef, there's a small path this way. But like the tone of my voice and how everything I'm speaking is the lowest you guys have ever heard Steel Scar speak.
A very low profile.
Very low profile.
All right, and so as he's like, sweet, and he like goes running up, and as he runs by you, he's like, that was a cool trick, big man. And he goes running up the hill.
Pig man.
I just say nothing.
All right, you guys following him?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys make your way up. You climb for a minute or 2-3 minutes, just rushing up after Yosef, who seems just giddy and excited to take a look around. You guys get to the top, and what you find is you see a small area kind of nestled in these kind of crags of this mountain. First thing you smell is the smell of like rot, and you can see very similar to what you experienced earlier, Levy, just carcasses and bodies of whatever this wyvern has eaten, just leftover skeletons and everything in this area. And you also see a small cave next to this little clearing.
I go into the cave and start snooping around in there, seeing what I see, what I can find.
All right, so you get in and...
Yeah, I'll help him too.
All right, so go ahead and roll an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20, baby.
Nice.
19 total if you want the whole total.
Okay. All right, so you get in and you can see, inside this, it looks like this is where the wyvern would sleep. You can just see kind of claw marks on the ground and more carcasses and just skeletal remains. You do find what looks like, bits and pieces and chunks of like a wagon or something that was kind of carried here, and there are actually a few of those here. So you kind of like start to dig through the wagons and see what you can find. And what you do find is,
What do I find?
after digging around, you find a gold-plated belt with kind of this red cloth in it, and you see a face of some warrior with a large beard in it, and you also find, give me 1 second.
You said picture of a bearded person?
Some like bearded warrior. Alright, let's see what else you find. Where's my D10? There we go. So you find a few gemstones as well.
Ooh.
And
Gemstones. How many?
you find
He said a few.
Few,
I'll
yeah.
give you the exact
3,
number. Hold
5?
on. You
10,
find
20, 30.
Let's just round up and say 80.
Ooh, I like it.
11 gemstones of varying colors, as well as one more second. I want to do this in stream. This is more fun this way.
You didn't want to have it prepared.
No, I wanted to roll this stuff on stream. I think it's fun. It's fun for me.
Some integrity.
So this whole trip wasn't for our entertainment, it was for yours. You have 2 sets of so you can play with yourself and battle yourself.
Exactly.
Everything about D&D is the DM. Just
The DM always plays with himself, that's true.
That's right. You find 2 vials of some sort of red liquid, and you recognize these as a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing, as people who have used these before.
So you said one
A
One
potion of
regular and
healing
one greater?
and a potion of greater healing.
Sweet.
And so as you get in there, you start to look around. Yosef's like, "Hey, big man, I get some of those gemstones you found."
I look at him and I'm like, I'm a fair person. It's 5 of us, so we can. I say, if we're all rolling as a group, we're gonna share as a group. That sounds fair to everybody, don't you think? I'm saying this to Yosef.
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Oh, I actually have good persuasion. 19, 20, 21.
Okay. He's like, "Sounds good by me." All right. So how many did I say you guys found?
You said 11 gemstones.
11 gemstones, and there are 5 of you, so 2 in each, and one person gets 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I call Levy over and I just let him know everything that I found in here. He heard this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was standing there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm standing
yes.
here.
So yeah, I would have been like, so I guess I start picking things up and
All right. So
try to
you,
start carrying everything back,
yeah,
and
you
I
find
say,
all the stuff and carry it down.
yeah, and I'll tell Yosef, once we get back to the actual caravans, we'll distribute the stuff there. I don't think it's safe to be out here. You never know what could happen.
It's like, "All right, Angel Man, that's fine."
I just like
And he
I
starts-
just give a blank stare.
As he starts making his way down, you guys make your way down the path as he kind of looks around for a few more minutes, and you guys make your way down. Okay. You guys get down and you see Steel Scar, or not Steel Scar, I'm sorry. What's his name? Matthias is just kind of sitting there on the wagon waiting for you guys. Elamir starts making his way back from his trip to get this venom from the wyvern, and Matthias is like, "Are we ready to go? I hope your endeavor was fruitful."
Well, I'd say it was a good haul. We're gonna maybe once we all take stop for a night's rest, we can distribute some of the shares we came across.
He's like, "Well then, let's get moving. There's a path, or there's a cave that we usually stay at not far from here. So let's go."
Lead the way.
All right. All right. So you guys hop in the wagons after finding your stuff, and set off. So you guys continue on your path for a few more hours as the sun starts to go down. You eventually come to a cave that Matthias tells you this is where they typically stay when they're making their way through. As you guys park the wagons, make your way inside. The cave seems to be about 40 feet deep. Just kind of open, there's not much in here. And you can see that looks to be some rocks kind of gathered around in a circle. And there looks to be some like darkened ash on the ground. It seems like this is where people tend to stay when they're making camp. So you guys relax, lay back, fire's going, and you guys just relaxing. If you guys want to figure out what the items are that you found, you can do that now, or you can hold.
Yeah, hey, Discar, let me see that belt you got right there.
Yeah, I hand him the belt.
Okay.
I'm like, here.
Take it. Can I spend 10 minutes identifying it? I think it is.
Are you doing the identify spell you said? Or you just
Yeah, but ritual.
Okay.
Yeah, ritual.
Okay. So you sit with it, spend time, cast your magic, and you find this to be a spell or a belt of dwarven kind.
Okay. So hand it back. It's a belt of dwarven kind. What does that do?
I meant to do this. I'll just read it to you. We can get it to you on D&D Beyond. I meant to get this. I'm just Googling it right now. Alright, it gives you... While wearing this belt, you can follow your benefits. Constitution score increases by 2 to a maximum of 20. Advantage on charisma persuasion checks with dwarves. In addition, you have a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full beard if you're capable of growing one, or a visibly thicker beard if you already have one. If you aren't a dwarf, you gain the following benefits: advantage on strength saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison. Dark vision up to 60 feet, and you can speak, read, and write dwarvish.
Dang. Sounds pretty good.
It's a pretty handy belt.
I hold on to it for the meantime, and then I do call Yosef and Matthias over, and I also call Elamir and Levi over, and I'm like, I bring out the actual gemstones, I lay them out, and I'm like, there's 5 of us, and there's 11 gemstones. We each get 2. But to be fair, how would we decide on the last one?
Matthias kind of steps forward and goes, "Well, that a gemstone I'm sure would cover the cost of the damage to the wagon that was incurred from that boulder. So I'd be happy to take it to cover the cost of that."
I look at Elamir and Levi, and might be better than taking the money out of our check.
Yep.
Yep, fine by me.
All right.
All right.
I don't know anything about gems anyway, so.
So I hand everybody 2 gemstones, and I hand Matthias 3, and I'm like,
Okay.
then we'll use the extra one to cover the costs.
Wait, are we assuming all these gems are worth the same?
Yeah, they all seem to be about the same.
About
Okay.
the same size.
coloring, size, and all that stuff. You're not sure exactly the value, though, unless you want to try and roll something.
No. Too
I'm
Would
tired.
identify tell me the value?
No.
So, no, it's not magical. It only tells you magical stuff.
Yeah.
I put the belt on.
All right. You do have to attune to it, I believe. Oh, wait, no, you might not. Yes, you do. It requires attunement.
That's fine.
All right, and I do believe it retroactively increases your constitution. We'll look at it, but I'm
It
pretty
do-
sure
Yeah, it does, which means my my
it's gonna
HP would go up.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right, so as you guys are just sitting there, oh, Elamir, were you wanting to look at that bag or no?
You cut out a bit. What did you
Were
say?
you wanting to look at the bag that you found or no?
Would it be considered private? Like, am I isolated enough? I just don't know what I have, so I don't want to.
You could kind of try and make it private if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do have to spend probably about an hour with it to figure out what it is.
That's fine. I don't sleep anyway.
Okay, then I'll tell you after a little exposition. All right, so you guys are just sitting there, relaxing. Matthias and Yosef are just kind of sitting there, and Matthias looks to you guys and he's like, "So, what brings you out here on your way to Silverridge? Is it just the job, or do you have other business there?"
Is he talking to all
He's
of
talking
us?
to you guys, yeah. Whoever wants to speak up.
I didn't hear anything. Sorry, my
Okay.
Discord cut out.
He basically was asking you why you guys are making your way to Silverridge. Was it just the job, or was there some other reason you guys were going?
There's a coworker with the Gazette that works over there. We're gonna stop in, talk to them. Eventually, though, we'd like to make our way over to Sailport, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, Sailport. Which is a personal interest of mine over that direction.
Interesting. It seems that the Gazette has its hand in many places.
The news never rests.
This isn't what brought you all to the Goblin Gazette.
I just needed a job, and they said they needed somebody to protect the reporters, so that's why I signed up. I'm just a muscle here. I don't do nothing but defend the writer.
And Yosef kind of speaks a bit. Yeah, muscle that can fly. That's pretty cool, man. Bet that comes in handy when you need to reach tall places.
It's honestly not something I show off very often or at all, so if you guys wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if this stayed between this group only.
I jokingly say I'll keep secret for 2 gemstones.
I believe him immediately, and I just him his way.
I'll sneak them back to him later.
He says,
I'll slide a hand them back into
Steel
his
Scar,
center.
if this is something that's like that you don't like sharing, don't worry, I won't share with anyone. This will definitely be left out of the report.
and Yosef's like, I won't tell anyone for that belt. And you can tell he's kind of joking.
I shoot him death stare.
He's like, I'm just giving you trouble. Like, obviously you're sensitive about it.
It's a little personal, so
And at that point, Matthias kind of speaks up and he's like, Yosef, stop giving him trouble. He's like, it's obviously something private to him. Perhaps you would like if I share something private about you, Yosef. And he kind of looks over and he's like, Matthias, don't you dare. And Matthias is like, well, you're welcome to tell them, or I can. Which would you prefer?
Oh.
And Yosef just kind of like, he's like, okay, fine, old man. I'll tell them. Now, mind you, the only reason I tell people this is, and he points to Matthias, is because he buys me drinks when we get to where we're going. So you better have your coin purse ready, old man. And he like takes a deep breath. He's like, oh, all right. I don't know why you love telling people this story. He's like, so I used to run with a group. We pulled off some heists here and there. Things were going well. That is until she showed up. Alicia was the most beautiful halfling I have ever laid my eyes on. Needless to say, I was quite taken with her. And she seemed a little interested in me. So, So we pull off a heist, make our way back to the hideout, and Alicia invites me to meet her at a tavern in town away from our hideout. That should have been my first clue. So I meet her there. We get talking. She eventually invites me back to her room. Well, things start to get hot and heavy. Next thing I know, I'm tied to the bed, buck naked, ready for a little fun. When suddenly, Alicia comes walking out all dressed up, takes my clothes, takes everything, and leaves me there completely naked. Apparently, she made her way back to the hideout and stole all my stuff, and then told the guards that I was part of the heist and where I was. Luckily, I'm handy with some... I'm used to being in handcuffs, so I was able to make my way out and figured maybe this life isn't for me anymore. So I made my way to Eserim, start a new, honest life. That's where I met Matthias, where he doesn't let me live it down. And I'm sick of telling people the story. Are you happy, Matthias? And Matthias is just kind of like laughing the whole time. He's like, that always brings a smile to my face, Joseph. Thank you for cheering up a old man. So, you guys just kind of have a fun time sitting around the fire, laughing. There's nothing else you guys would like to do. Oh, Elamir, so after a while you guys sit there, you spend time with this bag.
Yeah.
And you eventually figure out that it is a bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
Yes.
Ooh,
Nice.
Useful.
So you're able to do this without telling anyone. As it's kind of getting dark, Yosef kind of stands up, stretches. He's like, I expect when you guys are going to take watch.
Of course. Worry
Sure.
not. You guys make sure to get some good rest. Today was a very rough day.
Says, I'll be sure to get some rest. Thanks, Angel Boy. And he makes his way over to his bedroll and lays down. Who's taking watch?
So, first of all, before everyone does, I'd like to throw like a little small glass bead in the air and have a dome surround us and cast Leomin's tiny hut
Okay.
around them. So we have a little tiny hut that protects us.
All right. You're like invisible too, right? People can't see into it.
Correct. No one can see into it, but we can see out.
All right. And like, Joseph's like, well, that's handy.
Yeah.
All right. So he makes his way over to his bed and goes to sleep. What's everyone else doing?
I'll be up and taking watch for the first part of it.
Okay.
And I can do second.
All right.
I guess I'll do third, although I can't really see in the dark, so it doesn't really help very much.
I just won't wake him up when it's his turn.
All right. Okay. So Elamir, Levi, you guys go to sleep. So it's just Steel Scar and Matthias. And Matthias kind of glances over at you, Steel Scar, and he's like, so tell me about your sword training, Steel Scar.
Well, to be frank, I originally signed up for the military, and it didn't go as well as I wanted to. So, my sword skills weren't up to par or whatnot. So, I basically was released after a while. But my father just happened to know this guy named Glasses, who took me under his wing, and he ended up training me. I lived with him in Soon for about 10 years out in the wilderness. He taught me how to hone the art of the sword and how to master it and perfect it in the best way possible. It was very tough at first because he was a very strict teacher, and he he hates slacking more than anything. But I thanks to him, I can honestly say that my sword skills have never been any better.
He just kind of nods as you're talking, and he's like, yes, a good teacher is like a parent. Though they may not always be your best friend, they are looking out for what's best for you. So it sounds like this Glasses person was well trained in the art of the sword, and it seems to have paid off from what little I have seen of your fighting prowess.
Yeah, he you know how he was the second person to ever see what you guys saw earlier, and he was one of the few people that's always told me to not rely on it. And I hate relying on this ability of mine. One, because I don't know where it comes from, but two, he warned me saying that if the wrong people saw this, they could try to exploit it in whatever way they could see fit. So I tried to keep out of it without relying on it. But seeing as we had this flying wyvern just earlier, it's sometimes it becomes a little difficult to not try to use it, especially when we have a job as important as this one. Thankfully, I've consulted with a high priestess, Delma, and hopefully she can give me an answer on what all of this, because I don't know what this is. My father never knew what this is, and my teacher never could tell me anything about it.
He just kind of sits there. You can like see him across the fire, the light kind of flickering off and on his face, and he's like, it would seem that you have a gift, and a gift is something to be used, not to be ashamed of. I would not let these people who are scared of the unknown make you feared or afraid of that which you've been given. It seems to, even if it comes from a dark, sinister place, if you use it for protection and keeping others safe, what harm is there in that?
I look at him. I nod in agreement.
You might be right about that. No one has ever said that the way you say it. They usually just always say to try and hide the unknown, just in case anybody who's not supposed to sees it. But when you put it that way, you make a lot of sense in that regard.
He's like, there are many things in life that are unknown. The sun rises in the sky and goes down, and a moon takes its place. We do not know why it does this, but that does not make it evil or something to be feared. When I was back in my homeland, I was a sword instructor, and I trained many younglings. Some of them took to the sword better than others, and this was simply a gift that they had. They were born with it. It was not something to be feared. It was something to embrace, something to hone, and something to use. For the sword, though it is a weapon, is used to defend, not simply to kill. And your gift can be used the same way. I would not hide it or be afraid to use it if it can be used to help people.
And I keep nodding in agreement, and I just look at him. And I'm like,
You know what? I'll keep that. I'll keep that in mind next time a conflict arises, and if I can use it to maybe help out throughout this mission again, if it comes to it, I'll consider it. Or maybe in the many adventures that I probably am gonna end up having with my two companions, you never know when it might just come in handy, or it might save one of their lives.
He kind of just nods, and stands up and makes his way over to his bed, and as he does, he kind of stops and puts a hand on your shoulder, and he says, "When you make your way back to Eserim, if you do, come find me. I would like to speak more, as well as to see your prowess with a weapon."
I'm not in like one day soon when I return. I'll go. I'll seek you out again.
As I look forward to it, Steel Scar. Good night.
Good night. It was Matthias, right?
Yep.
Good night, Matthias. And I stay awake still, continuing to watch for a little bit longer. I want to just look around my surroundings just to make sure that anything outside the bubble that can be seen or any.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception. 16.
16. All right. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You guys are hidden from sight in your thing. But yeah, unless you have anything else you want to do, your watch goes to an end. Nothing out of the ordinary. You can wake up Elamir if you're ready.
Yeah, I'll stay up maybe like 30 minutes more, just thinking on what Matthias told me before I wake up Elamir.
All right. You wake up Elamir. Elamir, you get woken up. You can go ahead and roll a perception check. See if you see
Yep.
anything.
Screen's not popping up. 15.
15. All right. Yeah, you don't see anything out of the ordinary on your watch either. Are you wanting to wake up Levy, or you just let them sleep?
No, I'll just watch through.
Okay. All right. You guys eventually wake up in the morning. I think that is where we will wrap up this session. Kick off next time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. This is Adventure with Advantage. Be sure you can check us out on Twitter. AWA_DND. Subscribe to our Twitch channel if you haven't, or at least follow us. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye,
Good night.
everybody.
Bye.